Hey guys, man, it's been a minute since I did a video, but I've been shooting y'all my old videos because they still good. I know I got a lot of haters out there, but that's okay. I ain't worried about them haters. But anyway, y'all forgive me the way I'm talking. I got a little cold, but I'm getting better. But no, I ain't got no COVID. No, I already had that. But anyway, I'm on my walk this morning, trying to get these steps in, get these pounds down. Y'all know how it is. I'll probably be doing this the rest of my life. But I just want to thank everybody for your condolences, your prayers, your text messages, your cards, money. I want to thank everybody who's been with me through my mom passing. Everybody knows I gave up hair to take care of both my parents, and it's been tough. It's been tough because even though my mom kept telling me, you know, I'm gonna be leaving here. She kept telling me that, and I just would ignore her because I know God has the last say so. And we was trying to, we just took care of her and made her comfortable as much as possible. But I never thought I'd see this day, boy. Never thought. And it's crazy because, like, I don't cry constantly, but for some reason I cry at night, like in the middle of the night when I wake up, because those are the times that I actually was like going in, helping her in the middle of the night a lot, because my mom, she needed 24-hour care, but she didn't want to go to a home, So me and my brother, we just took turns and helped her whatever. She had got to the point where she couldn't turn herself, so we were turning her and making sure she had her oxygen, had her CPAP. She didn't like that CPAP and stuff, and the doctor kept saying that she gonna wear her CPAP, she gonna die, right? So she didn't like it. We would put it on her, and she would just take that mug off. So my mom was ready though. She was ready. You have some people that keep saying they gonna die, but they ain't even ready. They ain't accepted Christ. They ain't did nothing. So my mom was in the Lord. She accepted Christ at when she was about 41. And she was on fire for the Lord for years, And she was ready. And she kept telling me the last couple days, Michelle, you're going to walk out of here. Now, when you come back, I ain't going to be here. She kept telling me that. And I was like, Mama, will you hush? She said, you're going to walk out of here, Michelle, when you come back. I ain't going to be here now. I said, oh, my God. It was crazy. Then sure enough, the night before she died, she ate real good. She ate baked fish and rice-a-roni. She ate real good. I sat down with her. Her speech was real slur, And we were talking and laughing. And I said, Mom, what you talking about? Because I couldn't understand her, right? She was like, you can't understand me? I was like, nah, Mom, I can't understand you. She said, you reckon I had another stroke? I said, Mama, I don't know. And she said, am I talking like this? And she started laughing. I said, Mama, cut it out. And I was sitting there with her and feeding her. She normally feed herself, but she was real weak. And so she was laughing and joking and eating. And it's crazy because they say, like, when you're about to die, they said people stop eating. Shoot, that wasn't the case for my mama. She ate till the end, So I sat there with her and was feeding her and laughing with her, and we was joking and stuff. My mom joked until the end, She had got slight little dementia, but she still was trying to push a little bit, But I sat there with her for a long time. And then that night when I left, went to the car, came back in that morning, do my regular routine, check on her, change her pamper or whatever. Change her in the bed or whatever, and cook breakfast. I was staring at her because I always check on her. I was staring at her, and she was like, no, she wasn't like nothing. I was staring at her. I said, damn, don't look like she breathing. But she had her oxygen tank on, her oxygen in her nose. And I was looking at her chest. I was looking at her neck. I said, damn, don't look like she breathing. I said, hey, bro. My brother, because my brother was in there. He was in the bathroom. I said, hey, bro, don't look like mama breathing. He was like, what? What you talking about? Man, he came out. He was looking at her the same way I was looking at her. We was just standing there. She wasn't breathing. We shaking my mom. We shaking her. Mama, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Mama, wake up. She wasn't even moving. I said, Mama, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. She was gone. She was gone. Man, we was crying. We was crying and crying. It was crazy. Man, it was crazy. Then my mom had her hand over her chest like she was already in the casket or something. I said, damn, that shit crazy. It's like she knew or something. I don't know. But she had to go between 3 a.m. and 7 because my brother said when he left, she was talking in her sleep around 2 a.m. So we thinking she passed between 3 and 7, you know. So then let me tell y'all what was the weirdest thing, though. So my mom passed away. My mom didn't want to be revived or anything. She just said, if something happened, just let her go, because she knows she's going to be with the Lord, and she just have a shell. She know her spirit is going on to be with the Lord. So we didn't call the ambulance or anything. We called the morgue people. And so what was crazy was, okay, my mom was in her hospital bed in the living room. She wasn't never in the room because she wanted to keep her regular bed for her husband. So she was in the living room. So she was already gone. But we didn't cover her face up or nothing. We just left her in the bed and put a nice little blanket on her that had roses on it, you know, on the blanket. But what was crazy was my dad, he's blind, so I do all the cooking. I still had to cook that morning, give him breakfast, and my mom was right there gone while I'm cooking. So I'm sitting there, I'm so used to cooking for her and him. I even cooked sausages for my mom because just that quick, I had forgot she was gone. That was the hardest thing. My brother still had to wash dishes. I still had to cook, and she laying there in the bed right there at the kitchen right there, because her bed was by the kitchen. That was the hardest thing because I couldn't even cook. I kept turning around looking at my mom. It was just, because she always would say, look, life goes on. If something happened to me, everything stays the same, and life goes on. You gotta just keep moving on. That popped in my head. Like, when she was gone, she was laying there, because it took them about 2 hours to come get her, but she was just laying there peacefully, you know. Like, we still had to clean up, we still had to wash dishes, we still had to cook. I had to cook for my dad, and because most people, when they die, they be in a room, you know. So when they die, you know, you shut the door, wait for the morgue. But in my mom's case, she was in the living room. So that was like the weirdest thing. I kept turning around and looking at her, and then every now and then I would cry. And it's like, I got that still in my head, you know. I'm going to miss my mom. She was a good mom, you know. I'm going to really miss her. I have to say, my mom suffered. She was always in pain. She was never comfortable. She was getting a little bit of dementia. my mom had a lot of health issues. You know, people ask me, well, what was wrong with your mom? She had a lot of health issues. She had clogged arteries. She had blood clots in her legs. She had congestive heart failure. She had high blood pressure. And later on, she got this little skin thing going on where her skin was like peeling, like it was peeling off like paper, you know. And, you know, she got to where she really couldn't move she lost her mobility, you know, and she couldn't really raise her arms that good and stuff like that. But she kept saying she was going to die and she was going home to be with the Lord. She kept telling us that, especially the last month. So it was kind of hard, you know, but it's crazy. I have my times where I'm crying and, you know, and it's just really crazy. But we decided we wasn't going to have like no sad funeral because my mom was a happy-go-lucky type person, and she wasn't a depressed type person, or she was always happy. So, you know, at her celebration, you're gonna see some memories of some things she said, and we're gonna have some slideshows and stuff like that of the family and of her. And it's not really gonna be that sad, you know, because she didn't want to have a sad funeral, you know. And let me tell y'all this is the reason why I did this video. Now, my mom was in a fixed income for like years. I'm saying like at least 40 years, 39 years, something like that. My mom managed to pay for her plot, my stepdad's plot. She wrote her own obituary. So when you guys come to the celebration, she wrote that. She had her scriptures picked out, what she wanted read. She had the ministers picked out, although we couldn't get in touch with the ministers that she wanted, but we do got one that she did like, but she didn't have them on paper. She picked out her own casket. She picked out her clothes. She picked out her hat. She picked out her wig. I'm telling you, my mom had everything picked out. All I had to do was go get the obituary to Morgan Jones and have them type it. That's all I had to do. She left everything for me to do. And she made it easy on me because she know how I am. I get stressed out real quick. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, she had all this stuff planned out since 2011. She had her... she was paying on her casket since, I think, like 1995 or something. I mean, not her casket, but her death burial thing, you know. But it's just, it just inspired me, you know, to get myself together and have my stuff together to so my kids will be taken care of, so they don't have to stress on doing no GoFundMe or do car washes and stuff like that. I said, damn, if my mom could do it, I could do it, because she was on fixed income, you know. So she managed to be disciplined and save out money and do that, you know. And she kept telling me, now when I die, you get that suitcase, and you get that suitcase right there. She kept telling me that. So lo and behold, man, she kept telling me, don't forget to get that suitcase. The suitcase had all the information in it about what I needed to do. And she did have a will. Man, my mom did. That's my husband blowing at me. I'm on my walk. He in the car. But it's just crazy, y'all, because my mom had everything picked out. Her casket, her clothes. And let me tell y'all, I didn't mean for this video to go that long, but another thing that was crazy, she would always say, now when I die, you go in that closet and you get them clothes and you give it to them Morgan Jones people. She would always say that, right? I said, okay, mama, okay, dang, I ain't want to hear all that junk, you know? Yeah, when I die, you go in that closet and you get them my clothes and you make sure you get them clothes and my jewelry and stuff. I said, okay, mama, dang. So, let me tell y'all how blessed we are in our family. We have a small family. It's just me, my brother, and my sister, my stepdad, and my mom. That's immediate family. And then my 4 kids, you know, of course they had kids. My 2 of them have kids. So I never had nobody, no immediate person in my family die. So I really didn't know what to do, right? But my mom was preparing me, you know, over the years. So as soon as she died, we called the Morgan Jones people, because that's who she had in her suitcase to call, you know. And so I called the Morgan Jones people. They said, oh, we'll be there at in about 2 hours. I said, okay. So I went through the closet, because all I remember, now when I die, you get the clothes up in there. I said, okay. So I went in her closet, right? I'm looking through the closet. And mind you, I go in there every day because I had to dress my mom every morning. I didn't see her clothes, right? That she had for the, you know, the burial. Man, I tore that closet up. I was throwing out her outfits. I was throwing them out the closet. I said, where the hell is it, her outfit, you know? Lord have mercy. This is that. She's still in the living room, gone, right? Man, I tore that room up. Come to find out, her dress